mindsets. Obviously, win-win is what we're trying to achieve, but there's a lot of other different mindsets out there, 3 others, in fact. This is on page 37 in your participant guide. Yes.
Paparazzi.
So for the 3 different mindsets, we have lose-lose, win-lose, and lose-win. Lose-lose is negative. Thinking lose-lose says, if I'm going down, then you're going down with me. So, like, nobody's winning. I'm going to lose and you're going to lose. Win-lose. Win-lose is competitive and proud. It's an attitude that says, the pie of success is only so big. And if you get a big piece of the pie, there is less for me. I get people that ask me in the entertainment industry, oh, how do you feel that, you know, Lady Gaga or, you know, this person or that person, like, just has the media and has all the sales and all these people going to her concert, you know, how does that make you feel as an artist trying to compete against somebody like that? And I'm like, what do you mean, how does it make me feel? My fans aren't going to necessarily be her fans and vice versa. I don't look at it that way. I don't look at it like I'm competing against anybody. I just, you know, focus on what I'm trying to achieve and what's important to me. So some people do feel like there's a pie out there of success that there's only so many slices, and if they don't get a slice, you know, that just means that everybody else is taking those slices up. So that is.
Kat, you know what I'd like you to do? Share a story, because this is going to nail home. You don't have to mention the person's name, but tell the story how you hired and paid good money for a songwriter when you first started doing this, and what was actually said and how ludicrous that is mentality-wise about how she thought that she was helping her competition, like how stupid that was.
Yeah, I mean, just long story short, there was a songwriter that initially, kind of helped me in the beginning when I wasn't too familiar with how to write lyrics, and basically recently just found out, because I stopped working with her, that she basically thought that she felt some kind of way because she felt like she was helping her competition. And when I heard that, I was like, your competition? Like, I didn't realize we were competing against each other. Like, it was just kind of surreal for me. You know, I feel like, you know, what I'm doing isn't going to affect her either way.
She was a songwriter or a singer?
Well, actually, both.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but she was assisting me, and I guess she felt like, because I don't want to say that I'm more successful than she is, but I'm definitely out there more. And she felt, in essence, like, darn her, like I was helping her, and because of my help, she's succeeding, and I'm where I'm at. Which, if you're that darn good, then
but
you
a
can
lot of
succeed on your own, I think.
singers also write for people as well. Like Neo, he writes
For
hundreds
Beyonce.
of songs for people,
Yeah.
but he's also successful in his career as well.
Excuse me, but
There's so much success out
I
there.
mean, but
why
this is a disease. It's called hiteritis. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You suffer from it's clinical. You just can't stop it. That's what the.
Yeah, but I don't want to get into all that because I don't even pay attention to that.
No, but the
stuff.
point that I'm trying to bring back is the lose-lose, win-win.
Right.
It is very
Right,
relevant to
her
this.
mentality was definitely not win-win, which, in essence, I'm the type of person that if you're on my team, you're on my team for life. And if you work with me, if you help me, I'm going to help you.
Wifey's ride or die.
So don't, you know, if you're just going to like... So if you're just going to drop off, it's not a win-win. Because I'm definitely about the win-win. I want everybody around me to be successful.
I think it's the idea of, you know, compete but don't compare. I think that if you're not comparing against, you know, each other, well, you did this but I can't do that. If it's more of a situation like, oh, you wrote a good song, I'm gonna write a good song too. Oh, I'm gonna write a better song. You see what I'm saying? That's fun. That's competing is actually a positive thing. You know, the absence of competition is the pre-justification for failure. You know, if you don't feel like, all right, well, I'm not going to compete against nobody, it's okay if I fail. But if you compete, you know, have fun with it, it's fine. But comparison is the problem.
Right.
So.
But there is definitely a huge pie out there, and everybody can have a piece. And that's
Yes,
my feeling.
everybody can eat.
Right.
And I'm sorry, I got to just elaborate on this. I'm not going to beat this to death, but again, if people thought more of the win-win, trying to find the value, oh my gosh, that synergy, you could get so much farther because it's not just you, but people are always like trying to just grab, you know, the little crumbs instead of eating off of a big plate. They just want crumbs. You know why? Because it's instant gratification. They'd rather have a little roach crumb versus, you know, try to build something big. It's almost like sad to the point, because in the situation with Karina is that, you know, she's blowing up at a higher level, and if this person wasn't a hater, so to speak, she could have been blowing up in music videos, you could have been chilling or what have you, and she could have been famous instead of, you know, singing at Great Adventure and you know, and little stuff like that. Do you know what I'm saying? But say again. Confidence, yeah.
People, you know, who tend to compare, like he was saying, compete and don't compare. People who like to compare, I think it's more of a lack of confidence. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you have confidence in yourself, you're more focused on success and doing what you got to do.
Right.
When